above Russia's cold skies. 3. Su-37 Terminators prowl on patrol. Ahead of them, two intruders appear. One is the FA-37 Talon, America's dream fighter. The other, EDI, an unmanned combat drone powered by artificial intelligence. Reality and fiction, a clash imagined on screen. But for the next few minutes, the skies will burn. The Su-37 was born in 1996, at a time when Russia was collapsing. The Soviet Union had died. Money was gone. But the aerospace engineers of Sukhoi refused to surrender. They took the Su-27 flanker, already one of the world's most agile fighters, and rebuilt it into something even more radical, the Su-37 Terminator, powered by twin-Saturn AL-31FP engines with thrust-vectoring nozzles. It could do things no Western fighter dared attempt. The Cobra, where the nose snaps skyward to bleed speed. The tail slide, where the aircraft drifts backward through the air. And the Colbit, a backflip within its own wingspan. With a 30mm cannon and 8,000 kilograms of missiles and bombs, it was more than an airshow stunt. It was a message. Even in the ruins of the Soviet Empire, Russia could still build the most maneuverable fighter on Earth. Only 2 prototypes were ever built. One crashed in 2002. The other retired, but the Su-37's DNA lived on. In the Su-30 MKI for India, in the Su-35S for Russia, and eventually in the stealthy Su-57 across the ocean. America in the early 2000s had already fielded the F-22 Raptor, the world's first true stealth fighter. But Hollywood wanted more. In 2005, Columbia Pictures unveiled the FA-37 Talon in the movie Stealth. It was fiction, but it looked like the future. Forward-swept wings borrowed from the experimental X-29 and Russia's Su-47 Berkut, stealth shaping and internal weapons bays, like the F-22 and F-35. The dream of drone warfare drawn from X-45 and X-47 prototypes on screen. The Talon could soar at Mach 3 to 4, climb to 100,000 feet, pull 20 G turns without breaking apart, armed with twin 35mm cannons and smart missiles. It was America's cinematic answer to every threat. And alongside the manned Talon came EDI, the drone. A UCAV with artificial intelligence, capable of thinking, fighting, and even disobeying orders. The Talon was never real, but it was unforgettable. A Hollywood jet that symbolized the fantasies of 6th-generation air combat. The fight began with 3 Su-37s detecting the intruders. One Russian pilot breaks formation, launches a missile at the Americans, but EDI instantly. Its AI calculates trajectory in microseconds, fires a counter-missile. 2 weapons collide mid-air, fires lighting the sky. The opening shot of a battle that's about to turn personal. The Su-37s close in, cannons blazing. Tracers slash across the sky. EDI twitches, flips, pulls a 180-degree reversal at possible. Pilot fires. 37. Pilot lost. Ben Gannon, flying, dodges cannon fire. He rolls inverted, deeves, then snaps back behind his pursuer. He squeezes the trigger. A missile streaks out. Seconds later, a second Su-37 is gone. One Russian fighter remains, furious, desperate. The Su-37 dives straight at the Talon. The Russian locks on, missile armed, about to end it. Inside the Talon's cockpit, alarms scream.
Missile lock.
Gannon is seconds from
Evasion
death.
maneuver initiated.
But then, from the clouds, EDI strikes. The AI drone slides in behind them, launches a missile. But victory comes with a price. The blast cripples EDI, fragments tearing through its fuselage. The drone limps, wounded, but alive. The Su-37 was never built in numbers,
but its legacy runs deep.
Its legacy was profound. It proved that thrust vectoring, not stealth, could still dominate in close combat. It gave the world unforgettable airshow maneuvers, and it laid the foundation for Sukhoi's modern fighters. The FA-37 Talon never left the movie screen, but it captured the American imagination. It embodied every dream of future combat, stealth, speed, AI wingmen. In 2005, when drones were just beginning to enter warfare, Stealth imagined a future where machines could outfight men. Today, with programs like the NGAD and Loyal Wingman drones, that fantasy feels closer than ever. But in reality, no FA-37 ever flew.
Are you ready?
No Su-37 ever fought. One was a cinematic invention. The other, a prototype lost to history. Yet together, they show us two visions. Russia's engineering genius, America's Hollywood imagination. One rooted in the real, the other in the dream. Both unforgettable. In the real world, the Su-37 was a stepping stone, a machine that proved Russia still had fight left after the fall of the Soviet Union. In the movies, the FA-37 Talon was America's phantom jet, a symbol of how far imagination could fly. And in this dogfight that never happened, we glimpse something deeper. Not just war machines clashing, but the eternal duel between reality and fantasy, between what was built and what was dreamed.